Ever heard of the statement, it's better to learn from another man's mistakes than to make those mistakes on your own? In Proverbs chapter 24, verse 30, it says, I went by the field of a lazy man and by the vineyard of a man devoid of understanding. And there it was, all overgrown with thorns. Its surface was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down. When I saw it, I considered it well. I looked on it, and I received instruction. I think that old saying is so true. Wouldn't it be great if we could just learn from everybody else's mistakes so we didn't make mistakes ourselves? Wouldn't it be great that our lives wouldn't be overrun with a bunch of stuff that we never intended to have overrun us if we just learned from somebody else? Have you ever looked at a person and you said, what were they thinking? Why are they doing the things that they're doing? And then only to come to find out a little while later, we're doing the very same things ourselves. It seems crazy to us, and every time we face those things, we feel the same way. We say, why are they doing that? And then we look at ourselves in the mirror and we say, why am I doing that? And that's the truth, isn't it? I oftentimes think about my own personal life in this way. I can't make it without people. I'm never going to make it. I'm always going to have things creep up in my life. I'm always going to have these small compromises encroach on me and try to overtake me if I don't have people looking out for me, who love me, who care about me. And you know the truth is, a lot of the things that come into our lives to destroy us are so small and they're so subtle that we don't see them ourselves. We really need others to help see them. I have a good friend of mine, his name is Pastor Gary Brown in Georgetown, Kentucky. And he always said this, he says, everyone has blind spots. What is that supposed to mean, blind spots? Blind spots are those areas that we don't see ourselves. Blind spots are those areas that the enemy just creates some sort of a blockage in us that we can't see, but the reality is, those blind spots that we have can actually destroy us. Maybe it's anger or resentment or jealousy or something like that, and they're blind spots. We really don't see them, we just live with them. And because we don't allow people to come in close to us and come in and because we don't let people see beneath our skin, those blind spots actually end up ruining us. It makes it so that people don't even want to be around us even. Have you ever met anybody like that? Have you ever met someone and you look at them and you think, I wonder, why do they act that way? Why are they like that? Maybe it's just the little things. Maybe they never learned from somebody else's mistakes and they went out and made their own mistakes. And because they never allowed anybody else into their life, those mistakes, those weeds that grew up inside of them, those, as the Bible calls in Proverbs, nettles and the broken down walls and all that stuff came in, destroyed them, and they have no one in their life. I want to encourage us this week. It's so important. I've said this over and over and over again, and I will never tire of saying it. We need people. We need each other. Those small compromises that come into our lives that we can't even see, maybe your friend can see. Did you ever stop to think of asking them what they see? Maybe they can see the walls breaking down. Maybe they can see the nettles beginning to grow. Maybe they can see the weeds coming up. But because it's so subtle in our lives, we don't see it. Friends, I want to just say this. We need each other. More than just for the big things. We need each other to walk with each other through this journey of life so that those weeds, when they grow up, our friends can show them to us, so that when we get those blind spots, our friends can reveal them to us. Why? So they don't destroy us. I ask you to learn from someone else. This Word of God was given to us as an example of how to live. You know, we don't have to go through destruction in our life. The Bible makes it clear, and I love the book of Proverbs because so much wisdom is poured out through those words. Learn from somebody else. Learn from other people's mistakes, and don't go make them yourself. One of the biggest mistakes that the book of Proverbs talks about It says that a man who seeks his own desires isolates himself. He gets all alone. And that perhaps is one of the most deadly postures a human being can take. I want to encourage you today. If you're the kind of person that feels like you're kind of a lone wolf and you're not the kind of person that gets close with people, you may want to reconsider that this week. Because maybe you have blind spots in your life that are keeping you from being all that God created you to be. That wouldn't be good, would it? God desires for us to live close to one another, to live beneath the skin as Christians and as brothers and sisters in the Lord. I encourage you this week. If you're that kind of a person who's standoffish and doesn't let people in, please pray about it, consider it, and ask someone to speak into your life. Ask a friend, somebody that loves you and cares about you, if they will help you to reveal those blind spots in your life. It matters. It's so important. We need it. God bless you and have an awesome week.